Hola, welcome back to WIS News Prime Time. March is International Women's History Month, and we got a little international flair going on this evening as we take some time to recognize women who have made a difference, not just throughout history, but in our own personal lives. Myra, so glad to have you on the show tonight.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here, and you know, it may not be Mother's Day, but those women who make that difference, it may be a person that you call mom. However, I'll call mine mama, and I'm so excited to have her here with us.
We are so excited to have her as well. I'll let you do the official introduction.
Gotcha. Okay, so my mom, her name is Maria, Mami Viola. Hola. And she is originally from Spain, was born and raised in Madrid, Spain, came to the U.S. In like the late 90s after I was born.
Okay.
We were in Puerto Rico for 8 years, and then in 2009 we came to Mississippi. So she has been all around the world. She's my personal international woman.
I love it. I love it. Gracias. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
Muy bien, muy bien. She's going to show us a dish to make this evening, which gets to our international flair. But I wanted you to talk a little bit first about the legacy, some of the lessons, life lessons that you have learned from your mom.
Of course. I mean, my mother taught us a lot of things that are really rooted in our culture. One of them is our food.
Yeah.
I think that one of the best things about being part of two different cultures, because my dad's Puerto Rican, is the fact that I get to learn so much. And one of this is the food, which is the best part. But my mom also taught me how to stand up for myself, how to speak up for myself, how to be in an environment where I know that as a woman I'm going to have challenges, and to overcome those challenges and follow my dreams. And that's why I'm here. Probably one of the reasons why I'm here in front of you today.
Well, look, this is one of your mom's like signature dishes,
yes,
right? Okay,
absolutely.
Tell us what we're preparing this evening.
So we are going to be making tortilla de papa. It doesn't really have a accurate translation, but it's basically like an omelet, of like a potato omelet. So it's mixed with potatoes, like fried potatoes, eggs, and then you put it all together, and once it gets all mixed up, she flips it into a pan. So we love my mom's tortilla de papa.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You're going to help me with a little bit with the translation.
Of course.
My Spanish, I was going to say it's a little rusty, but I need a little work on it a little bit more. So Mara's going to help us. But I want to ask your mom, in addition to the food and the legacy of sharing the rich culture on with Mara, what are the other things that you tried to pass on to your girls?
Bueno, traté de enseñaros mi cultura, mis bailes, mis tradiciones, realmente todo lo de mi país, claro.
All right, girls, let's get cooking.
Yes.
What's the beginning of this step, Myra? What do we do
Mami,
first?
¿puedes empezar?
Ya, lo que pasa que se enfrió un poquito.
She's like, you got a little, it's a little cold.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's the mixture of eggs and potatoes that are all together. So you chop them into like little cubes.
Okay.
Well, kind of like rectangles.
And we'll make sure we have the recipe posted on the website.
Absolutely.
But this is essentially potatoes that were chopped up and then raw eggs mixed in.
Yes.
And make that mixture and then put that in the hot pan. You had just a little bit of oil in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But we have to use virgin olive oil.
Okay, that's good to know.
Just because it's like the best type of oil there is for the recipe.
And what's the official name of this dish?
It's called tortilla de papa.
Okay.
However, if you're trying to like have a little translation, it is basically like a Spanish omelet is what is out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's you know.
All right, so we let that cook for how long?
You just let it cook for
2 minutes, maybe. No
2 minutes. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
2 minutos. And you just like, the reason why we have egg in it is because we want it to stick and mush all together, so it can stick up, and then once she flips it, it's gonna be this beautiful
I'm taking notes here because my husband does a lot of the cooking at home. So this is something that I think my boys will really like. And when I go home, I can cook this and impress them. So I'm going to take some great lessons from Mama Maria here. While we are waiting for that to cook a little bit, I know, Maria, that you were born in Spain and then moved to the U.S. How were you able to adapt and to help them adapt as well as they grew up?
Mucha paciencia.
She's saying patience.
A lot,
patience.
Okay. A lot of patience, yes.
A little more. Y así.
So she's adding a little bit more oil, and then are we sliding that back in? Oh, okay. I want to ask her one more question, but this is like a serious situation. Okay.
Yep.
Look. Mama handled that. Yes. I love it. I love it. So how long will this need to cook now?
few minutes, not too much.
Okay.
Just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then you slide
Really,
it out.
really, it's ready. It's only for...
And you kind of do the same thing when you take it out. You just kind of like
Flip it over.
Mm-hmm. That's what she has
to
two
nice
plates.
brown on each side. So Maria, who are some of the women that you've looked up to in your life?
Mi madre, mi abuela, todas cocinan bien rico.
Her mother and grandmother.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, Judy, you know a
I
lot.
got a little bit. I'm been making a commitment to practice a little bit more. What about you, Myra? I mean, I know you obviously have so much admiration and respect for your mom and everything that she has done and sacrificed for you and your sister and your family. But who are some of the other women that you've looked up to in terms of your career, your professional goals, and just in terms of being rooted in your culture?
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, because we moved so much, I never was raised with, like, my extended family. So, like, I have seen a couple of times, like, my grandmother and my aunts. And, like, my family's kind of spread it throughout the country and other countries as well. But I think that, like, one of the things that inspire me, like, for example, to be a journalist is that I will watch a lot of Telemundo and Univision with my mother. I will watch a lot of Caso Cerrado. And those women who, like, literally built themselves up to be in a different country and still represented the cultures, it was crazy to me. And I was like, if they can do it, I can most certainly do it.
Absolutely. Maria, gracias. We appreciate it so much. We're so honored to have you here in the studio with us. You have done a marvelous job raising a beautiful and talented daughter, and so thrilled to have you all here with us to celebrate International Women's History Month. And we would encourage you, the women that you admire and respect, gather around a special meal or something else that has some significance to you. Learn a little bit more about each other and celebrate who you are and who you are to each other this month, really, and always. Myra, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Judy, and thank you for inviting my beautiful mother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be back with more Prime Time after this.